Hey y'all, Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. Today's been a real good day by me. It's great weather, uh, getting near the end of August, 2022, here in northern New Jersey. I will be recording over the next few weeks from a couple other locations that I may need to get to or will be needing to get to between here down the East Coast and out to the Midwest possibly as well. So let's see exactly how all that travel goes. But right now it's all kind of definitely tentative. If you get the meaning there, we'll see exactly what happens. Either way, I hope you've been having a great day. What I'm going to be doing in this video is Topps Big Baseball first series. Yeah, no, it would have been better if I would have had an echo on that, but yeah, you know, come on, I'm relatively new to all this video stuff, so I don't have a whole team or nothing like that. It's me. Anyway, this set was another one of Topps, Fleer, Donruss, Upper Deck, every single company. They were coming out with different ways in 86, 87, 88, 89. They knew the hobby was booming. So they were coming up with different ways to extort as much as they possibly can from kids and collectors and anybody who had an interest at all in any sport. This was one of their attempts, Topps Big Baseball. Now, these cards are larger than the regular size. The set is a smaller set also. These are Series 1. Now, the first series had cards 1 through 88, and the second series, which I'll do another video, 89 through 176, and then the third series has 177 to 264. It's a 264 card set. Now, in the first series, as I mentioned, you have cards 1 through 88. You do have some great players, definite awesome players from that time. A few scrubs also, as history would give its perspective there. Sometimes a player might be considered good or decent or whatever during that time, and they're basically not recognized. It's great, of course, that they played the game and they were a component to whatever team or teams that they played on. But Hall of Famers that you'll find in here, you have Paul Molitor in this first series. You got Trammell, you got Dwight Evans, who's not in the Hall of Fame but is in the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame. Now, it's debatable, should he be in the Hall of Fame, of course. You can put the debate because he definitely had a better career than some players did that are in there. But, you know, it's above my pay grade, as some say. Who else do you have in here? You have the Sandberg in the first series. You have Nolan Ryan. Ryan's going to be a great find if we catch one of those. You got Puckett, Carter, a few others in there as well. The Ripken's also in this first series, so that's a great one. Robin Yount. The Nolan Ryan, if I'm not mistaken, no, the Barry Bonds is in the second. And there's, again, other players in the second and third series as well. Now, there are a couple error cards or variation cards in this set as well, and in this series. The number 5 card, Vince Coleman, shows him as born in 1960 and has a copyright variation or something like that on the back. It says he's born in 1960, but he was born in 61. Now, if you're looking at PSA for cards here, there are some good sales of some cards. While looking at pricing, I did see, as far as PSA 9s, nothing's really worth paying the $30 to get it graded if you need to. Your higher price cards would be the Ryan, the Carter, the Cal Ripken Jr., and the Robin Yount. Beyond that, nothing really, unless you get one of the discounts or something like that. And that's PSA 10. Now, we all know how tough it is to get a PSA 10, especially on 30-plus-year-old packs that have been sitting around in this box, as you can tell, has definitely been beaten up a bit. When I open the box, it's ripped. Cardboard inside, which is a good thing, but the packs definitely look like they've been through a bit of wear and tear, so there might be some corner dings and all of that other stuff there. Now, looking at population reports, I like doing that, because you know what? If there's never been a PSA 10 or PSA 9 or PSA 8, you might want to be the first one to find one. I'm hoping definitely if something looks good here, I could be the first one. In particular, the Ozzie Guillen, the only card ever submitted was a PSA 5. So now that of course, is interesting to me. Besides the Ozzie Guillen, the Terry Steinbach with the Topps logo, that's an error, but the white Topps logo, there's only been one PSA 9. Now, again, through population reports, there's not that many of these cards submitted. Oh, and the Andre Galarraga, the highest ever found was a 7. There's a few others in there, but those were the notable ones that really jumped out at me. Anyway, let's get started on this first pack. I don't know. Oh, there goes my handy-dandy knife just in case, because these are cellos. Now, there is no gum in here, thankfully. And they do sound like really nice, crisp packs, that's for sure. All right, we got our propaganda card that was included in all 88 packs, and it's not exactly supersized. It's about the same size as the regular baseball cards. So that's pretty interesting. All right, now the sideways orientation, of course. We're starting off with Will Clark, Charlie Ho. I don't know why, but he looks like Freddy Krueger there. And that arm angle is really funky. Really weird. Gary Carter got our first Hall of Famer there. That's nice. Tim Wallach. Mr. Mike Schmidt. Nice card there. The backs, so you know, a little bit of a comic strip, his vitals, 1 year of information, most recent year, and lifetime. So it's kind of following what other card companies were doing at that time. So yeah, that's a great one. Nice one there. And considering the amount of wear on the pack, this card looks to be pretty nice. Corner-wise, side-wise, definitely. Got Benito Santiago, great catcher. And you got Leon Durham. Check out those glasses. Between the glasses and the mustache beard, just a really interesting 80s look going on there. Shout out to the Cubs fans out there. Let's get to pack number 2 now. It is really nice opening these without gumming them, because at least they don't have the gum stains, and the cellos, you don't have the wax stains either, so definitely makes for a cleaner opening. George Bell, Barry Larkin, another Hall of Famer there. Tommy Larry Herndon, let's talk like a pirate now. Larry Sheets, let me pronounce that correctly, otherwise I won't be family friendly. Darrell Evans, was talking about him to somebody earlier. Kind of player that, yeah, you know what, Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame. And Neil Heaton. All right, maybe I should move these forward a bit. Shuffle that, and I can get a bit of the Wall of Fame going over there. All right, got the Wall of Fame set up. All right, pack number 3. Now, unfortunately, I don't have holders for these at this time. I do have some on order because I have a couple boxes of Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3 that I picked up in auction. So I definitely am going to need some holders there. There we go. Nice Cal Ripken. Shout out to Card Wolf out there. Big Cal Ripken fan he is. Brian Downing. Marty Barrett. Eric Davis. Great player. One of those that could have definitely maybe done better or more potential or whatever the case is. Billy Hatcher. Kevin Bass. And another Charlie Ho. Hey, he's going to be in every pack. Let's promote the Freddy Krueger picture as much as we can. All right, next pack here. Doing good so far, that's for sure. As good as could be from this set. Kent Herbeck, Looks like he definitely put on some pounds over the years. Part of the Minnesota Twins combo that they had at that time. Awesome baseball player, that's for sure. Bedrosian, Hubie Brooks, and that classic Montreal cap. Alan Trammell, another Hall of Famer there. Doyle Alexander, Dave Svoom, the Brewers, and Jerry Mumphrey. Now again, these would be good players, some of them during those times. Good fill-in players. Maybe they even had glimpses of greatness. But that did not mean that, of course, everybody from any era is an absolute Hall of Famer. I'm talking about anybody that you might think that's playing now, that's real young, talking like early 20s. You never know what's going to happen to their career, even when they hit 30. People like to talk about Bryce and Mike Trout. Sure, you know what? If something happens tomorrow, they might be shoo-ins, and an argument could be made. But you do have to wonder if they have the overall stats as... It's all questionable. I mean, their peaks or what they've played have definitely been way above average, and MVPs and all of that other stuff. But when you get younger, if you talk about like Vlad Jr. or Tatis Jr. or any of those, you never know what's going to happen. I call it the Kevin Moss syndrome. They might have one great year starting off. They might have that one big boom, and then, Greg Jeffries is another good example of that. Got Cal Daniels there, Mike Scioscia, Vince Coleman. Looks like he's getting ready to run there if he's not already in motion. Mike Witt, Robbie Thompson, John Kruk, and Alvin Davis. Let's get the next one ripped. All right, and we have Willie McGee, Tim Wallach, Mike Schmidt, another nice Schmitty there. And this one actually looks even better centered and corner-wise than the first one. So that's definitely a nice holder card. Benito Santiago, Frank White, and Mike Lavalier. Now, I can't really talk about everybody's career. I might know a lot about baseball from this particular generation and who the goods, the greats, the uglies were. But some players on some teams, I can't say that I remember them all, recall them all, have ever heard of them all. It doesn't matter what generation you're part of, I guess. Got Lance Parrish there. Nice card there. Tom Henke, looking as science teacher as always. Bo Jackson card. Nice card there. That's a real good find. Very happy with that. The Bo is great. If you hear any background noise there, my wife and daughters and nieces are having a conversation upstairs while I'm doing this. So we tend to be a little bit of a loud family, that's for sure. Got Brian Downing. Just be happy that the dogs aren't going crazy also right now. We do have a couple. And happy International Dog Day yesterday, or I should say August 26th, to anybody who has a pupper out there. Dave Winfield, got Jeff Musselman, Terry Pendleton. All right, next one. Sorry about that. Still looking for the Steinbach. I don't think we passed one yet. The Terry Steinbach or the... and I'm going to end up going through these cards again later, just to make sure I didn't miss any. But yeah, the Terry Steinbach for one. Have not seen that, so can't say which one is going to be in here, if any, of course. Got Gerald Perry, Corey Snyder with the Cleveland Indians. Let me stretch that. Indians, not the Guardians, the Indians. Gator, nice Gator card there. I'm keeping that one. That's a great card. Another Sandberg, very nice. The Wall of Fame's getting a little bit full there. Got Kevin Mitchell, Jose Canseco. Nice one there. No ball bouncing off his head on that one. And Greg Gagum. Next pack. Ooh, a little bit of stickage there. All right, Robin Yount, Rockin' Robin, real nice. Hall of Famer there, Wall of Fame. Sorry to cover up the Ripken, but run out of space there. Got Terry Steinbach, Joe Carter, Lance McCullers, Willie McGee again, Jeff Reardon, and Juan Samuel. Get on to the next one here. I should go back and take a look at that Vince Coleman. Maybe in a bit. All right, Doyle Alexander. Dave Savume. Jerry Mumphrey. Milt Thompson. Doyle Alexander. Seem to be coming up with a lot of Doyle Alexanders. Corey Snyder, another one of him. And Hubie Brooks. All right, next one here. Glad we got a little bit of rain a couple days ago because it's keeping the allergies down a bit. All right, Bob Boone. I always feel that that name should be said over a loudspeaker or something like that, just with the echo. Boone, 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 Boone. Greg Gagne. All right, we got our checklist card. Topps Big Baseball checklist. That's for the Series 1 cards, of course. Series 2 and 3 had their own checklist. Jeff Musselman. Terry Pendleton. That's not Steinbach. Ivan Calderon. Larry Sheets. All right. I don't want to know where. Next one there. If I get another Larry Sheets, I'm worried that I might go somewhere I shouldn't. All right, Steve Bedrosian. I will try to behave. Ozzie Guillen. Now, is that one of the ones I was mentioning? I believe so. I'll keep that one to the side. I don't recall which ones did not have the... No, I know it's Andre Galarraga. And as I'm looking, yeah, this is the highest grade ever given on a submitted Ozzie Guillen card is a PSA 5. Now, centering is definitely a bit weird here, top to bottom and like right to left, but this is definitely better than a PSA 5. I can guarantee that. If this did not get at least a 7, 8, maybe even a 9, I'd be really surprised. So I'm going to keep that one up on top, just so I can take a better look at it. Got Gary Carter, Doyle Alexander again, Dave Savume again, Jerry Mumphrey again, and Milt Thompson. Now, because this is such a short set, and again, Series 1 only being 80-some-odd cards, we're going to see a lot of doubles. Now, of course, we want the duplicates to be the Hall of Fame, stuff to be on the Wall of Fame over there. Yeah, it's same thing as when you're a kid, although some, at the time, these were all future Hall of Famers, and some of them we didn't even know might be. I mean, Canseco, of course, is not Hall of Fame, but he was real big then. Schmidt, I think everybody knew at that time was going to be Hall of Fame. He was getting near the end of his career. Yount was already 13, 14 years in. Bo Jackson was still a kid. So, Frank White, Lavalier again, Dale Murphy. So now this is one of those players that we thought was going to be Hall of Fame, but didn't exactly make it. I mean, between him and Bob Horner, they definitely did the Braves. They made the Braves a real hitting team. Kent Herbeck, we also thought might have been, although he was young in his career at that time also, only been around for a couple of years. Bedrosian, Hubie Brooks, and Alan Trammell. Now, of course, there were some players that we thought would be shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. Again, thinking about Dwight Evans and the career that he had, compared to I don't know, like maybe a Harold Baines. Now, Harold Baines, of course, has different numbers and a different game. But, again, if you're going to compare one to the other, it could be a toss-up. Canseco got Doc there. Now, of course, he was young, and the way he was pitching from the early-ish 80s through this time in his career, I mean, you'd swear he was going to be Hall of Fame. But, again, goes into the category of you'd never know. Steve Sachs, Paul Molitor, nice card there. Ellis Burks, Louis Polonia, and another checklist card. Never really liked getting the checklist cards all that much as a kid, and I know I marked up way more than what I should, especially in the earlier sets, the 73, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I used to mark them off on checklists, I think after 79 or 80, I'd write it down on notebook paper. Just made it easier for me, and cards didn't get damaged. Got Wade Boggs up next. Marty Barrett. Gerald Perry. Leon Durham. Wally World Joyner. Keith Hernandez. And Scotty Fletcher. All right, next one up. All right, company store card again. Every pack gets its propaganda. Starting off with B.J. Surhoff here. Pete Incaviglia. Gary Carter, Hall of Famer there. Nice. Canseco again. Doc again. Lance Parrish again. And Tom Hinkie, the science teacher. Now, you better have done your homework. Sorry, Mr. Hinkie. I'll get it done next month. Next pack here. All right, Tim Wallach. Another Mike Schmidt. Throw him up on the Wall of Fame one more time. Seems that this is definitely a box with a bunch of Mike Schmidts in it. Benito Santiago again. Nice, there we go. There's one card in this series that you're looking for. That would be the one. That's the Nolan. Very nice. Going to keep him up there in front of them. Dave Winfield. Very cool. Dale Murphy again. Ken Herbeck again. I'm going to be saying again pretty often now. Now, I'm still looking for the Terry Steinbach. Out of all the duplicate cards that we've gotten, we have not seen one of the Terry Steinbachs. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, I would think that there would be at least one in the box. There's 8 cards per pack. So 8 by 36, you're talking 240, 288 cards. So you'd figure you'd get 3 of each card. Got Will Clark, Willie Randolph, great second baseman for the Yanks. Dwight Evans again. Eric Davis again. Dave Winfield again. Gerald Perry again. Leon Durham again. Next pack. Junk card again. We got Terry Pendleton, Ivan Calderon, that Jerry Curl hairdo, Larry, anyway, Fuller, I hope that's not his middle name, Sheets, Willie McGee, Tim Wallach, Schmitty one more time. Yep, I said we're getting a lot of Schmitts in this box. And Benito Santiago one more time, or Benny without Jets. Now, great arm he had as a catcher. I think it's debatable if him or Tony Pena at that time had the better arm as a catcher. I know I definitely enjoyed watching Tony Pena get runners out, just still on the crouch, people trying to steal base off of him. Got Kirby Puckett, nice one there. Ron Darling. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer there. Ozzie Guillen. That's one to keep up there so I could take a look later. Again, there's never been anything over a PSA 5. Will the Thrill. Willie Randolph again, and Bill Duran. Not from Duran Duran, but just Bill Duran. That picture looks like he's clueless, like he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Next pack. All right, get it rolling. All right, we got the Vince Coleman card. Nice card there. Now, I said I was going to take a look-see. And, of course, with this writing here, I'm not sure exactly where the copyright and what the error there is. But I know there's a date of birth issue, and that shows the 1960. I don't know if you could see it. I'm seeing it there. And he's born in 61. So, interesting card there. I'll keep that in the stack and take a look-see later. Got Frank White. Jeff Musselman again. Terry Pendleton. Darrell Evans. Cal Ripken one more time. Nice one there. I'm just building up the wall of fame right now. Got a lot of cool stuff so far. That's definite. I have not opened these or really seen much of them since the late 80s. I mean, I'm sure that there's a ton of this stuff out there. And if I got myself out to some more card shows or anything like that, I'm sure that they'd probably be in the junk pile. But that's okay. I don't mind going through the junk. It's vintage junk wax. Mike Lavalier. Nolan Ryan. I mean, I think the whole thing about going through modern cards, it's kind of like playing the lottery, because you might have somebody that's real huge now that everybody thinks is going to have a great career, and you don't know if they're going to bust in a couple of years. So it's finding that lottery ticket that might be worth a couple G's and selling it, or saying you had it, or saying you have it. And you hope you don't hold on to it too long, because if you do hold on to it too long, that $1,000 card may be worth $5, or it may be worth $5,000. You never know. All right, we got Robbie Thompson, Alan Trammell, and another Ozzie Guillen. This one's on the bottom of the pack. Don't know if that's a ding or not. I'll take that under the glass in a bit. So far, 3 Ozzie Guillens. So I definitely know for sure one of them, at least, is above a 5. And I do wonder, as far as other grading companies, what the population report is. It'd be great if there was a place that there was a compiled report between PSA, SGC, Beckett, and all of that. It'd be really good to know what the total pop is. Got Larry Parrish. I mean, there's some people that don't or would never submit or don't want to submit to PSA. Others that would never submit to other companies. Dynamic is interesting. Got Tom Hinkie again. Make sure you did your science homework. Bob Boone, Greg Gagne, another checklist, and another Jeff Musselman. Moving on with the next. Still no Terry Steinbach. I mean, out of all the cards in this box that we've opened so far, that's the one card that's gone missing. It's interesting. I mean, unless I passed him and didn't even realize it said his name and didn't even notice. Brooke Jacoby. Lance McCullers, Yvonne Calderon. Some of them we've seen 5 or 6 times, like this card, yeah. Bobby Bonilla. I think that's the first Bobby Bo we're seeing. Interesting, okay. Another Lance Parrish, and another science teacher, and another George Bell. I don't know why, but in that picture he looks like, wow, I'm not sure, but there was a sitcom that I remember with that face. Anyway, maybe it'll come to me later. All right, next one. All right, we're more than halfway through this box right now. Got Dave Winfield. Oh, yeah, and these definitely have some dinging on the bottom corner there. Gerald Perry. Yeah, second card not as bad. Maybe it's just the top one. Leon Durham. B.J. Surhoff. Pete Incaviglia. Gary Carter. And Jose Canseco again. Keep saying again. I got to stop saying again, because you may have just tuned in and not seen the other 3 or 4 or 5 Cansecos I pulled. And by the way, just wanted to thank you for being here. If you're still here, if you're not bored out of your brains. Also, make sure you comment, thumbs up, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Let your friends, family, anybody and everybody who might be into sports cards, definitely come on. I am definitely answer comments and open to trades with anything, just about anything that I pull here. So keep that in mind. Let me know. I've already worked out a couple. Neil Heaton, starting off. Andres Thomas. Candy Maldonado. We haven't seen that one yet. Teddy Higuera. I don't remember seeing that one yet either. Okay. And another Lavalier. Another Ryan. I'm not going to complain about that. And another Bo. Ryan and Bo back to back. Now that's an interesting combo. I'll definitely take that. That wall of fame is getting thick. All right. Now the variation Steinbach, just so you know, I mean, it's not like it's a crazy price or anything ever gotten in PSA. And there's only been one submitted of the black logo on front, which is a 10, and the white logo on front is a 9. So, I mean, there's probably a billion of them out there, but okay, we got Stanley Jefferson, Stan Jefferson, another Dwight Evans, Galarraga, Louis Polonia. I don't recall seeing that card either yet. I know I've seen Bob Boone, Willie Wilson, and another BJ Sir. I got to stop saying another. This is kind of reminds me, although it's not as bad as the 1988 and 87, or 86, 87, and 88 Topps Leaders cards that I opened. Full boxes on those, but those were only like 60-something cards per set, 70-something cards per set. Larry Herndon. I'm going to pause this video for 1 second. Sorry about that little break there, y'all. My daughter was calling me outside. They just got back. We have this great local market, Stu Leonard's. It's a local supermarket. You can Google it, but it's a really cool market. Their meat section, highest quality. I mean, best stuff. I give them total props, and no compensation or anything like that from Stu Leonard's here, except if anybody's in New Jersey and you get a chance to go to Stu Leonard, New Jersey, New York area, you'll see what I mean as far as their meat section. They're a little bit pricier than other markets, but the quality is phenomenal. It reminds me of this other supermarket that I went to in the Midwest called Whitman's. Really, really, really nice supermarket. Love my time in the Midwest. And there's another one, I forget the name of it, in the Gulf area, another one in Texas that was, again, you have your regular supermarkets and you have your ones that have that like extra special whatever, butcher-wise or vegetable-wise, fruit and vegetable-wise. Anyway, enough food talk. I think I might be getting hungry. Got Larry Herndon. Larry Sheets again. He's been sheeting all over the place. Darrell Evans. Neil Heaton. Andres Thomas. Candy Maldonado. And Juan Samuel. One more time. You know what? It's about time we could get the rest of these packs out of there. I could show off the Wall of Fame a whole lot better. No need to have a mostly empty box sitting on the table. All right. We've got 8 packs left in this box. There were 36 to start, so this has definitely been a fun one. Still looking for the Terry Steinbach. It's got to be in here. Greg Gagne, George Bell, Barry Larkin, Tommy I'll go Pirate again. He's on the Cardinals, I know, but I'm doing Pirate talk. Do a lot of things Pirate ship, and actually was talking to customer service from them the other day. It's pretty funny. Larry Herndon, Larry and Darrell Evans. I'm just going to keep getting a laugh out of that name. I'm sorry. Some things just make me more juvenile than others, and that definitely does. All right. Propaganda of the company store card again. Topps Baseball. Robbie Thompson. Alan Trammell. All right, there we go. Ozzie Geegan. One more time. Keep that one up on top. Will the Thrill. Willie Randolph. Nice card there. Again. Evans. And Eric Davis. Now what? There's going to be 9 Terry Steinbachs in the last packs or something. It'd be pretty typical of Topps. Again, their collation and all of that, and the way they put together packs during these times, sometimes you get duplicate cards in a pack. That's happened to me very often recently. All right, got a Rhino starting it off. Nice Cubbies card. Kevin Mitchell. Another Canseco. Gagne. George Bell. Barry Larkin. And one more time. Tommy Herr. Okay. All right. Countdown is 5. Eric Davis. Billy Hatcher. Kevin Bass. Charlie Ho. Scott Fletcher. Pete Incaviglia again. And Fernando Valenzuela. That's actually the first Valenzuela card that we found. That's interesting. Okay. All right. 4. Getting ready to blast off. Be taking the next SpaceX. All right. Andres Thomas. Candy Maldonado. Juan Samuel. Lavalier. Nolan Ryan again. All right, well, that's pretty cool. And, of course, followed up, similar to the other pack, with Bo Jackson. And Kirby Puckett. That's great. That Wall of Fame is definitely thickening there. Not enough space. There's got to be like 30 cards in that Wall of Fame already. All right, 3. Starting it off with Milt Thompson. Looks like he's going back. Be running in reverse there. Doyle Alexander. Corey Snyder. Gator one more time. One more Sandberg. Nice. Kevin Mitchell. Corey Snyder. Got 2. Still Steinbach hunting. All right. Doyle Alexander. Dave Savume. Jerry Mumphrey. Milt Thompson. Gerald Perry. Corey Snyder. And Gator one more time. Down to the last pack here. Still no Terry Steinbach. Mike Witt. Robbie Thompson. John Kruk. I think that's our first. No, we found a Kruk, I think, in the first or second pack. Alvin Davis. Mike Witt again. Wait, I just pulled a Mike Witt, didn't I? Same pack? No. Has to have been the last pack. Anyway, Brian Downing and Marty Barrett. So, no luck on the Terry Steinbach hunt, so we can't see what the different logo front and back is. The front logo, the white logo versus the black logo. But all good there. I mean, all in all, it's been a great opening. Definitely pulled some nice cards out of this. Even though there's no gum in here, you definitely get some card dust. All right, let's see. Got to be really careful. I don't want to be the one dinging these up after they've been in the packs for 30-some-odd years. Wrapping it up, we got Sandberg, Puckett, multiple Ryans. 1, 2, 3. Not going to complain about getting Nolan Ryans multiple times. 4 of them. Another Ripken there, Sandberg, Robin Yount. Some really good. Another Ripken, Larkin. Absolutely phenomenal box in my mind. Definitely pulled the Hall of Famers that were looking and a lot of superstars from that time. Definitely real happy. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed going through these cards. Make sure you comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, all that other good stuff. If there's any card in particular that you think I might have missed or something you need for your collection to complete your set, let me know. Reach out by comment. We could always discuss whatever. Always open to that. Anyway, Bunkle out. Stay blessed. Have a great one.